Yes. Alright.
Oh, it's gone. That was uncanny timing.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard the thunder. I don't think you were able to, but you know, it sounds like you got your internet back, and when you said yeah, your voice went yeah, and the internet cut out.
That was your end.
No, it cut out for me as well.
That was real funny. Anywho, that was funny. But on a good note, I don't know if you saw the pictures, and if you scroll up in the chat a little bit, I got the internet stuff I was waiting for finally came in, so I was able to rewire my computer, and I had to move my desk for it. So now, instead of running about 100 megabits per second on my computer, so about between 12 and 15 megabytes per second is what I was running. Now I get a solid 50 megabytes per second download speed, and my computer is hardwired straight into the Wi-Fi. It was straight into the modem, so now I don't have to worry about Wi-Fi and weather and stuff like that.
Excellent.
So if this doesn't fix the problems that Thunder's been having connecting to me, I don't know what will. It's not on my end if that's the case. I got this so that way I can fix my internet, so maybe you'll be able to connect easier. I'm hoping that we can, because I'm trying to get you in here.
Yeah.
All right, we ready to reset up?
Yeah, I'm live.
All right.
So, last session was taxing physically, emotionally, and mentally for everybody, because you guys woke up to an alarm spell going off. Nestor was nowhere to be seen. His room was trashed, and shortly thereafter you found a guard. You found a guard more destroyed than killed, with a faint smell of ozone. You looked around, you searched, and you found your way into the dungeons where the Omnius Dimension was supposed to be. And at a guard post, there was carnage, absolute carnage, to the point where Perrin, the most used to such scenes of the party, was moved to vomit. Because there were, like, bodies weren't just killed, they were exploding. And you found boot prints leading further in. The boot prints went up to one cell, then just stopped. And you surmised that there was some sort of teleportation effect, so you ran back upstairs. And with perception checks that you had no business passing, you
No business passing?
Yes. You spotted 4 figures just outside the castle grounds. Going out there, you saw Nestor, Leafa, and Pippin. Nestor facing away from you, Pippin and Leafa facing towards you. They were, by all appearances, ready to fight, but not immediately hostile. Nestor, however, was bowing or kneeling on the ground, presenting an orb which kind of looked like a ball bearing with a very clear substance around it. To a being fully clad in armor, you could not see its face. It then, the being said, very well, I now release you. Pointed a magic staff at Nestor's face. Nestor then sort of fell to one side, and you saw the spirit of a 4-winged creature that you later identified to be the spirit of Pazuzu itself rise from Nestor's body. Discussion and dialogue then ensued with Pippin and Lifa as the armor clad being just vanished. And shortly thereafter, a fight broke out, which became an elevator fight for Knives. He was up, he was down. In one of his lucid moments, Nestor crawled over and burned an 8th level spell to cure you, along with using his lay on hands. Basically all efforts were spent to keep Nyxor from dying. And finally, Nyxor, as he was awake, was being stood over by Pippin. Nyxor appealed not to Pippin's heart, but to his newly revealed draconic ancestry, which was ultimately what snapped Pippin of the mental manipulation spell that he was under. Lifa, by the same token, had been utterly savaging Senku, who was very much, as much as he wanted to fight back, was being ordered by Perrin to just do not engage, keep healing Nyxor. Keep Nyxor alive. Ultimately, what this led to was Lifa becoming exceedingly conflicted over her actions, and when she is such, she runs away, hides, and thinks. And that is ultimately exactly what she did. She turned, tore ass away, and she quit the field of battle. All the while, Nestor was battling gibberish. So, shortly thereafter, it was determined that the two fastest people, being Pippin and Perrin, would pursue Lifa. Perrin made a survival check. He had no business passing to track her. And a perception check. He had no business passing to see her. Yeah, Perrin just rocked it with the skill checks.
Nice.
And then ultimately, Pippin and Perrin gave chase after Lifa.
Boost!
After Senku cast haste upon them with 0 reservations whatsoever. Leaving Nyxor, Senku, and Nestor in one place, Perrin and Pippin giving chase after Lifa in another.
In which case, Pippin became their speed.
Yes. Now, this is not going to, we're not entering combat, but I am going to request initiative checks from everyone but Nestor.
Initiative check?
Initiative checks, yes.
Okay.
Senku, what'd you get?
15.
15, very good.
20.
That's a 23.
Hang up. Leafa got a 22. Pippin got a 28.
Okay.
In other words, you include the initiative.
Yes, yes. Okay. Give me one more moment to crunch these. Okay. That initiative was to determine which half of the party we were going to start with. Yeah, like I said, it was not hugely important or significant.
Nice.
Everyone's starting with Pippin.
We are starting with Pippin and Heron giving each some back.
You gotta stop that.
Yeah.
Yes. We don't need a copyright claim.
Anyway,
So I'll give you that you two are keeping Pippin sort of going. You're sort of going a little bit slower to keep pace with Heron, which is still fairly capable of keeping pace with Leafa because you're both hasted for about the next 30 seconds.
so I was gonna say Pippin would so just blast past him.
Okay, then Pippin blasts fast.
Pippin ain't slowing down. He got a mission.
He's got a mission to help his buddy.
Alright, Pippin, roll for me a perception check.
Alright. Perception. I got 6.
Okay.
My passive perception is a 13, but ooh,
Yeah, your passive perception wouldn't help here either.
yeah.
You you just leave Heron in the dust. You're not making any effort to conceal yourself, are you?
No, I thought we found the leaf up by the end of last night
You're right.
or last week.
You're right. So yeah, you do.
Yeah, there's no stuff. I'm just grown.
Yeah. You do spot Leafa. She's climbed up a tree, is sort of clinging there, and her head is pressed firmly. Her head is pressed firmly against it. And this is one of those awkward situations where you have to talk to yourself.
Is it though? I think her mic's muted and she doesn't realize it. Because she's here. And she's role playing. She's supposed to be here. I am very confused because I just messaged her just like 2 seconds ago. Yep, Mike's having problems.
No, that would explain it.
Yeah.
Yep. Is she here now?
There we are.
There we go.
Okay, Aoife. You were feeling very conflicted about your actions. And you're like, I can't do this anymore, I need to think. And you quickly ran as fast as your tabaxi legs could carry you.
She's speedy.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Ooh, she rolled a 14.
Okay. You look back. You look behind you, and you see Pippin in the air and Perrin running, and their eyes are locked on you. They know exactly where you are, and they're giving chase. Make me an insight check.
That is a 20 on net.
Okay.
Because obviously
You can. One thing I will give you is even from this distance, like your tabaxi, your tabaxi senses are kicking in. Your insight is just that good.
mountain, plain, or forest, I have
You're not. I mean, technically you're in a mountain and a forest, but it's the urban setting overwrites that. So you're in neither of those. That being said, your insight does tell you that these two are not giving. There's no hostility there. You're pretty sure you heard Pippin especially just shout, "Wait, stop," in a very plaintive tone. So,
Okay, this is gonna sound wrong, but it's very much the cat type of thing to do. So, is there any nearby that she can hide inside of? It's very obvious she's in it, but at the same time makes her feel good. We're talking the level of intelligence of hiding in a box that you can see directly inside of. But they're
Opens portable hole, sticks head in.
No, gets in the portable hole, and then, like, still has, like, ears and tail sticking out.
you can do that if you want.
Yes. I told you, it's gotta be done. That's right now the kind of...
That's and your mind and emotions are very much conflicted. So that absolutely makes sense.
Yeah, go to the one thing that doesn't feel getting side doesn't
Must hide.
Yeah,
Jumps in a hole, despite the fact she can just naturally turn invisible.
Yeah.
Hides in the-
Yeah.
I'm just picturing, South Iowa, Sonic the Hedgehog over there and throwing out this axe. Done.
Yeah. Well, no, that's Perrin's. Pippin's in the air.
He's moving so fast, he's picking up stuff in his face.
No, it's just a Sonic Boom, just a very small one. Like, why is there Sonic Boom? Prestidigitation. Anyway.
So yeah, you throw out the portable hole and you dive in. Pippin and Aaron, give me perception checks.
By the way, I would like to quickly specify that she doesn't have like a stuff that she has in there. So she feels like she's high up while also hiding, but again, that's
Oh my god.
41.
That's a... My perception's only a 3, so that's a 23.
Okay. Here's the thing. I will don't have a shelf in there, but you do have. I believe you do have some large chain links of adamantine in there. So though, like, I'll give you that you can, stand on and curl up on those.
Incredibly large.
Yes. So, Perrin, even though you're way further behind Pippin, even through the dust cloud he's kicking up in his wake, you see, in a shady spot, a much darker area of shade and two very small grayish-white cat ears sticking up. And actually, recant that. Leafa, what does your tabaxi look? What color is your tabaxi's coat when Leafa is scared?
It doesn't change.
Okay. Then I apologize. So what color is her coat right now?
That's the weather.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I forgot.
This would be in summer.
Yeah, I think he went.
Okay. So yeah, the thing that really sticks out is this pair of small green cat ears. Pippin, obviously you see those too.
Okay. Over to where I see him. Very quickly, but...
You get there, Perrin, you'll show up a round later. Yeah, you see the perfect circular blackness of a portable hole with ears sticking out of it.
How peculiar. That
How
word.
peculiar.
That word. Never say that word. I hate that word so much. How peculiar. I'm gonna reach down and hit that. Like, Pet, are you okay?
And then responds, like her ears kind of like flicker, and you can tell just by the way her head like shakes away from you that she kind of like panics that it was found. But like at the same time, she got a head back, so all of a sudden her head kind of sticks out. Like a weird cat. And her head sticks out, and she's like, and she is like, again, she is still very much dealing with all the conflicting feelings, and now she's a happy person, and she's just like,
Okay. It's just like, I don't know what to do with this.
Indeed, I think everyone's puzzled by this.
Scratches, I guess. I don't even know. We'll like pick up the portable hole and just start walking back. What was that?
You can, but she can still be in it.
I'm aware.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's the point.
She ain't coming out, so I'm just gonna pick it up. Like, just keep adding or
You're not
putting her
gonna
to
come
keep her
out.
in it.
You're not gonna come out.
That's gonna look so freaking ridiculous. Just a black hole that Pippin holds the edges up that just rubs into the kitty and it's inside. Oh
Right.
god.
And this is the time where a character has been turned into a full-on house cat. Yeah, sounds great.
Anybody have like a change form spell? Just turn her into a cat and move on. Hold on. I'll talk to what's her name?
Actually, Nyxor
Lorenta
can learn it.
Tempesta.
Actually,
Yeah,
Nyxor
Lorenta.
can play, can do poly.
I'll bring her to
Polymorph.
I'll bring her to Lament. I'll bring her to Lorenta and have her cast the polymorph. You know, like
And turn her into a house cat.
Hey, then she doesn't have to deal with all the thoughts and feelings of figuring out what the heck just happened, so I don't know, she might be into that idea.
no, she'd still have her human thoughts and stuff like that. She'd just be a cat.
Oh, so you're gonna curse her to not have the ability to deal with those emotions. Thanks.
Yes, and then there's going to be some really weird stipulation as to how you can fix it, but it's so obscure that it's never going to happen.
Okay, but I did
Anyway. I'll cast like a glyph on her, you know, that'll break the curse only once something happens. So anyway, that's a different story. Different campaign. It's an alternate timeline in this campaign. Anyway,
we can be helping with her problems.
just you know, I'm holding the portable hole, and it's just mage hand just petting her.
Not even better with the
No,
your
there's
real man.
one hand on the portable hole, one hand with main hand, and then one hand.
Yeah, either way, it's complicated.
Considering the portable hole is 10 feet by 10 feet.
The mage hand to keep it open.
Yes.
Well, I guess that's what I'm doing.
All right.
He's just petting Lethal with the other hand.
Anyway,
Leafa, please give me a wisdom save.
wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Okay, well, she rolled a 22.
Okay.
She's still not herself yet.
She's still not herself, but Leafa. You have actually Leafa join me in the DM chat.
I had a few.
Is this the thing that brings her through?
I don't know. Head scratches. Can't go wrong.
Man, that sounds nice right now. I really enjoy, like,
Yeah. I love my level 8 spell demi-plane is so much fun. Now we can take those giant links of adamantine and just put it in my demi-plane, so we don't have to carry them around.
I mean, they are in their bags of holding. Makes it.
But that doesn't take away their weight.
It does. Bag holding does not change weight no matter what's in it.
Yep. So technically, their weight hasn't changed because it's in the bag of holding.
Then why weren't we able to pick up and put multiple in the bags of holding? Because I thought that's something that Sen said we couldn't do because they were too heavy.
You cannot put, what was it in the bag?
The adamantine bars that we put in the bag of
Because
holding?
how much into it.
Gotcha.
It does still respect weight in the fact that it can only contain so much weight.
Gotcha.
But it
That makes
does not
sense.
change the weight per carry.
Okay.
So if you put, say, X amount of weight in it, it still weighs, what, 5 pounds?
Yeah,
Compared to 500 pounds?
I get you. Either way, putting this stuff in the omniplane or demiplane would still allow us to carry more. Because demiplane doesn't have it's a 30 foot by 30 foot space, so whatever you can fit in there doesn't matter how much it weighs. But you have to be able to get it through a medium-sized door. But I finally got my DM table set up today, so I have all my D&D stuff for when I start DMing all prepared.
Bye.
So with all that information, Leafa, what do you do?
I hate to say it just because I know Tornado was poking it earlier. She 100% starts to purr, and she's like ready to come out of her hole. Oh. Yeah, and kind of first thing, she hugs Pippin because Pippin's right there.
So is
And-
Karen.
Okay, hugs them both. Just grab them both.
She's back! Yay!
You don't know that yet, Senku.
Thank you guys. I'm me again. And she just smiles like real big.
Oh.
And I was saying that out of character because I'm just happy.
Good. It is a bit where the haste wears off, so
Oh,
it lasts a minute. You're lucky I was this generous.
so that means my speed goes down from 560 down to 140.
Oh,
Good grief.
Yeah.
So it takes you guys. Actually, before we get back to that, we're gonna cut to Nyxor, Senku, and Nestor. You
Okay.
guys, you see Nyxor or Senku. You just finished casting your spell, and next thing you know, you're coughing and hacking as a cloud of dust is kicked up as those two disappear from you.
That was a bad idea.
Nyxor, your nostrils are awash with the scent of dirt and dust.
I
Smell awful.
think you would have like you do the snort like cats do. Kind of like that thing.
And then Senku immediately follows that up with. Then he looks up. If that's okay to do.
You do. Nestor just shouts, "Reflect before you snack. Act."
Mulan reference! Mulan reference! I see what you did there.
And so everybody's back together, right?
No, everyone's not back together. You guys, this is happening while Pippin and Karen were chasing after you. Because they had to catch up to you. There was a little bit of time while they were comforting you, and then there's a much longer time getting back. It's much slower.
Yeah, Senku looks up with the cloud as he's basically making the dust up with the Ace.
Senku, join me in the DM chat.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. I did not hear my name or not hear my
Nice. Did it work? Awesome. Really than never.
How's everyone?
Doing well.
Packing things. Getting strings. Things.
Guys, look at the storm.
I think
Not
I've
there
already
yet.
seen that before.
No, this is different. There's red in there. There's also blue, purple, yellow, and white. I think the cold is trying to hide that thing, but there's something that's not letting me.
I hope I have an answer.
How much do we have been told about plans and everything? Enough to tell everybody, oh no, like this is we didn't stop this or something. Know anything like that?
As a matter of fact, I had intended to sort of slowly feed that information to you as opposed to being away for 5 to 10 minutes in a big exposition dump. So, if you want a big exposition dump, we can do that, but I don't think it would be all that enjoyable for the viewers.
No.
Oh boy.
So, also, for those interested, I
Get
mean,
in there, Pete.
Oh,
It's your vision food.
happy to you.
It's a cool.
Only half. But he's adorable. He's mine. So, kidney therapy go away. So, since you start continue on with that discussion, Nestor just spits out. Death to all alien pancakes!
Okay, can someone slap it, please?
Death to all alien things.
I find it kind of irritating.
Am I back with them yet?
No.
Not
Yeah, as simple as the most priming there's got to be something really powerful to keep controlling this thing. They're trying, but whatever is going on is ready to do it. This thing's not spinning in near as correct as it usually.
Now, if you wish, you can make me a survival check.
Oh, out of character, did you know they're actually trying to make a Dragon Slayer movie with Ryan Reynolds?
Interesting.
Okay, that sounds awesome.
All of a sudden, I'm just
Wonderful thing.
imagining.
Put 'em
What was it
together.
again?
Survival. Yes.
It's a 20.
All right, Niagara, your turn for the DM chat.
Ooh.
Okay. Give me a nature check as well.
If you said Arcana, that would have been awful. That's like 25.
Hey, you look up, and with a glance, you confirm everything Senku said to be true. Like, this storm is the result of a control weather spell,
Excellent.
and it looks like two forces are fighting over it. It is rotating, but you can tell it's nowhere near. It's as it stands right now. It's not going to produce any. It's not going to drop any bubbles. It's not even like there's a whole lot of light in it, but there's no rain. There's very little wind. At this exact moment, it just looks. It looks ominous and threatening, but it looks, honestly, so it looks like a show or a display more than it is an actual, more than it is an actual threat. It's like a show of, it's a show of force, not an actual threat to the city. Okay, we can go back to the others.
And now very clingy. So don't be shocked if she is to everybody now, because she has never had people that she's like, yes, these are mine, ever.
Now she
Yes. And she will be old.
I don't mind.
So it is about this point that Pippin, Aaron, and Leafa round a corner much more casually, almost hand in hand. Like, I imagine one of Leafa's arms draped over Aaron's shoulder, maybe while actually
One arm's draped over Baron, the other arm's draped over Pippin, and he was floating.
fair enough. When I his arms, he's like scratching the back of Leafa's head.
And she's just happily purring and like the whole kitty face, where they're all scrunched up because they're so happy and so they're
Pippin's just like,
He keeps betting because he's supposed to, but he's also very conflicted why and what.
Leafa, you feel all of this you feel all of this contentment. Your eyes are almost closed, but they're open just enough that you can see where you're going. And then your eyes kind of go wide, with a little bit of actually. Leafa, very briefly join me in the DM again.
she's getting all the action.
Today is just her in the today's just her in the DM chat.
Nothing wrong with that. We've all had our times there. I think she's the only one who hasn't. I gotta say, I love where I moved my desk to. It's so much nicer than where I had it before.
We're going down the deal.
Okay.
So, first thing everyone notices as Pippin, Perrin, and Leafa walk up is that Leafa has this relaxed and contented look, and then she like blinks her eyes, opens them a little bit, and her eyes go wide, her pupils dilate almost full diameter, and Pippin, she slinks away from you. And everyone can see that she kind of hides behind Perrin.
Can I roll perception to see what's going on?
You can't roll perception, you can roll insight.
That's it. It'll be
Insight. Okay, that's a 21.
Okay. Briefly join in the DM chat.
Night of the DM chat, part 2. story. Yeah.
Lovers in triangle, not on square.
Okay. I'm gonna point my finger at Senku, and you're gonna get a message in your head, buddy.
I encourage the two of you to go into the DM chat and roleplay this.
Oh,
That was quick.
Wait.
I'm not even going down there because I want to be. I don't want to be to this. Flying purple.
I wish my character was say, dude, can we just climb up? Like, put something.
Actually, when Eric sort of no, because he's innocent. You know, like, see what about that?
How much a
Brain
this isn't as much a medicine check as it is a religion check.
Oh gosh, I'm not like proficient.
You're not.
And Senku just basically says, it's okay. Skip.
eyes wide open. Everybody's surprised.
And Senku basically gently rubs Lisa's head, like goes over, gives her hand switches, and then hugs.
Eric sort
She kind of beats you to that. Before you can hug her, she does that whole cat nuzzle happy thing. And she's like, it probably is a little too rough because you got all those wounds. Yeah. And then, sorry about the pain she elicited.
It does sting a little bit, but it doesn't actually cause any additional damage.
And Senku is just smiling.
Eric's, yeah, I think
Friends
Eric's sort of
them.
been up, and then just like go over and like pat her on the head.
She just has the biggest smile. She is just probably the happiest she's
Mysterious as the dark long of the shoe.
Well,
And then Senku just looks over the gesture with this long suffering W to him. Look, and he says, don't mind him, he's still rich.
Why? What is it rambling to?
Oh,
His soul might have gotten hit in the head.
Briefly, in the intro, briefly, Pippin and Leafa can join me in the DM chat.
I just like, don't mind him, he's still rich. said you was, hey, I forgive you, don't worry. And, and sorry, Maria, if you're leaking into tears, I apologize.
Okay, game.
And we're just eating on stuff, basically. Zen and Loki. Zen and the two people. We're perfectly eating on Edie's quiet now. Sorry for the dead air.
You shouldn't be sorry. I shouldn't be. But they're like the viewers are watching me fire video. No action.
You know, not having proficiency with religion,
You have proficiency in religion?
I can have proficiency in religion.
Oh god.
I can have proficiency in anything I choose.
Skill empowerment?
Borrowed knowledge, a spell. But I can't do it right now, but maybe someday. I gotta wait until I take I need to take an hour and just rest.
Yeah, that's really solid. One too many times. He's probably still a bit frustrated.
Yeah, just a little bit. I don't regain my sorcery spell.
No, you would not.
Better raining ducks than raining ducks droppings.
Okay, that I will agree with.
Or, well,
Yes.
all back, yeah, we're all back.
Yes, I will agree with it being better to have ducks falling from the sky than their droppings.
Yeah, I
And
just,
said to look over after and said, yes, yes, that's something we can totally do. Anyway,
Too bad I'm not a really person like
I'm either, but I at least recognize whatever came out of
I don't even know what came out of him, and it wasn't duck. I know it wasn't duck dropping.
it. Yeah,
Gosh.
remember that
Nor dog.
Remember that
Yeah.
With that giant four-wheel blur looking thing.
Well, remember what I just told you, Pippin. You actually do know what came out of it.
Oh yeah. I was talking about what he was saying.
Okay. I apologize. I misunderstood.
Yeah. Just like, oh, good. I think I missed a little bit of something too. I kind of dozed off, not dozed off, but phased out of existence for a moment. My brain was thinking because I was reading up on the personality of gold dragons.
Well, technically, it's a rose gold dragon.
That is true. Random things, I actually found a homebrew rose gold dragon that uses radiance as their breath weapon. I found that so fitting. Well, rose gold dragon, I should say. Anyhow. But, yeah, do you guys know what happened to our guy here? Because I do.
Sadly,
yeah, we saw some...
even my knowledge.
Well,
I saw what came out of it, and I grabbed one chicken.
what? A
Four-wing
four-wing chicken? That was not a chicken, dude.
I know.
How about a four-wing chicken?
Yes, a four-wing chicken feed.
That's even worse.
I am so sorry.
Narxer's gonna like look. Narxer's gonna look at Senku like,
A what wing?
you're a
You know what?
scientific person. Like,
More satanic than scientific. Good.
like
What even is that?
what?
Forget I
Annie.
said that. Forget I said that. I did not even say that.
Okay, well, anyway, from what I know, when we were,
We think it was Pazuzu.
oh, it was definitely Pazuzu. I could tell you 100% that was Pazuzu. I could also tell you that this poor man's soul has been floating around helplessly. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been brought back at all. He would have just flopped over and probably been lifeless until his soul came back to his body.
You know, that actually makes a whole lot of sense.
It does.
It explains why he was not even trying. It explains why Leon Hands was doing. It explains why he was doing thunder damage.
There's many things that the cult has informed us on that are not too good. This was one of them. I think they expected it. I don't think they cared.
On the flip side, we need to find Vince Falcon.
We need to find the Omni Essential Matrix.
And that's the problem.
But, I think we have different problems that point up in the sky.
Well, the Omni Essential Matrix is one.
Yeah, there looks like a bit of a battle going on there.
Yeah.
And
Battle between Doom.
The cult and something.
the cult and something else.
Anyway, how do we get Nestor to stop speaking gibberish?
Time, greater restoration, maybe?
Huh.
I don't think it's a curse. I think it's a medical thing. But I don't have greater restoration. I couldn't even try.
Let me see what my Artificer spell list has.
Well, you'd have to have it prepared.
And I'm hoping it's not a 5th level spell.
I think it's like an 8th level.
Second, third, Gulf of warding, 4th. Yep, it's a 5th level, so I couldn't cast it even if I wanted to. I have it in my spell list. It's a 5th level spell, but I couldn't cast it because I don't have any 5th level spell slots.
You probably, and even if you might not have it prepared.
Since you
I do see that. I also sent you one, Pip.
Gotcha. I'm already reading it. So there's no tornadoes coming down? You two are the
No.
tornado fanatics.
Not right now. It's not rotating any
No, it's doesn't appear to be maybe so.
Okay. Well, if you know where your people are, great. Let's go to them for whatever you guys need. We need to go and get that matrix.
Yeah, we already know what things are playing. They're gonna help hit that thing.
Central, I think I agree with Pep. You're almost
Let's
to
go.
go after.
Yeah, like a whole massive guard. And I'm constantly hear about.
We count more than just a whole bunch of guards.
Are you talking bringing guards with us?
I don't think we'll have.
I mean, the most I'd want to do is have a bunch of guards going from the demiplane, so once we capture the cultists, I can then release demiplane and like bring a whole army here.
Funny you should mention. First, we need to talk to people. I know this is going to sound kind of crazy. We need to tell them that the Omni Essential Matrix.
We need to go get the Omni Essential Matrix before they do anything stupid with it.
We don't know where they are.
It's at Zementro's Fortress, just off the coast of Necropolis, called Echoes Hill.
At that, everyone can make me intelligence checks.
Pippin ain't making that one.
Nope, that's a 7.
Okay,
Or-
Kayla, Leafa got a 15.
Holy shit!
I mean, you can also make history checks if that's appropriate.
I do
Um,
have history as a proficiency. So that'll
That's
be
a
18.
net 20.
No need. I already rolled a 25. I
I mean, I
already
can
rolled a
attempt
25.
Yeah.
but I've already attempted the intelligence check, which is the same modifier.
Well, I think the history check is for me and Leafa since we were there.
Well, the history check is for everyone because
Okay.
this is the closest thing to this is the closest thing to geography that would be appropriate.
Gotcha.
I'm sending you another
Sounds good.
I rolled a 25 on my intelligence.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
The slap I got for intelligence was better than the history intelligence.
Should I roll the history anyway?
I would say just take your original roll and add your history to it instead of just your intelligence.
Yeah.
So that would be a total of 30 then.
Okay.
And I'm at 18.
Okay. So here's what you guys know about Echoes Hill. You all know exactly where it is. It's part of the ALP. It's at the eastern foothills of the Ashcroft Mountains on the almost northern, like it's almost on the, part of it is on the coastline, but it extends a few miles inland. It used to be a big sprawling city that in a major battle 400 years ago, because Mira, this was before Minsouth's time, but Mira, the Paladin King Valen, Sister Superior Justine, that party that featured those characters were involved in, and it was turned into a necropolis. It was basically left to its own devices because a member of that party, Richard, actually achieved. He did what shouldn't be possible. He achieved lichdom without falling to evil. He was a neutral aligned lich, and still very much affiliated with the party. And he was able to he has been able to rein in the undead there for centuries. So that is the situation as you know it. You have no idea. No one has heard from Richard in at least 200 years.
And you said it was where at the game?
On the northern coastline.
Okay, Eastern Foothills, Bashcroft Mountains, right?
Yes.
Okay, got that in my notes. And Senku then replies with, Echoes Hill, huh? Well, now we know where to go. Only problem is getting to Queen Mira and Min-South, because we're going to need their help to pull this off.
Well, I can scry them.
You'd probably have to let them. You probably have to add in a tinge of your magic to let them know that it's you and not the cult, if you can do that.
I don't think they would know.
No, they would. It's not like they would know. If I cast scrying, depending on how well I know the target, if I have like a picture of them or one of their possessions or something like that, then the DC to scry on them would get lower and lower.
And you know Min-South and Queen Mira pretty well.
I think I know Queen Mira more than Min-South.
Yeah, that follows.
Because I only met Min-South you guys. I know Queen Mira is like one of the city people, so I'm sure I've met her on my travels with magical items.
She's not one of the city people. She is the queen.
Yeah, well, I probably still ran into her a couple times because of nobility.
Yeah, that follows. If only in passing. But
Exactly.
yeah.
Well, she's a good starting point, so let's go.
Alright. So would that be considered familiar?
Let me this up.
Let's see. Knowledge, second hand, you've heard of the target as a +5 to the save. First hand, you've met the target as a +0. Familiars, you know the target well, which is a -5 to save.
I would not call this familiar. I would call this, you've met
Yeah.
0.
Okay.
And she has to make what? A wisdom save?
So yeah, DC 19 wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well you know the target.
Okay, so it's no modification there. Alright, give me a second to cache this.
Ooh, hit magic.
I'm basically literally cobbling together a wisdom save for Queen Mira as we speak.
Yeah. I like how now I'm able to see invisible objects and stuff, so I can see if somebody's scrying this.
Now, what happens if they pass?
The target isn't affected.
Okay.
I can't use the spell against it for another 24 hours.
But you can roll me a percentile check.
It'll be 78.
Okay. You cast a spell. A silvery disc appears that the queen fades into view for a second. Then, is this something everyone can see, or is it just you?
It's just me.
Just you. Okay.
I basically, it's as if I'm there, but I'm invisible and floating and watching them.
Okay. You can join me in the game chat again.
All right.
Oh, fun!
Okay.
So everyone sees Pippin just sort of shake his head, startled, step away from the sensor, and instantly you see a rapier blade to Pippin's throat, and you see 4 Mind Flayer tentacles just appear, attacking to Pippin's head.
Easy, easy, easy.
Mira is not smiling. She says, "You have 6 seconds before I order Minxout to suck out your brain. Fill them with words."
Okay.
Like,
we're
it's
trying to
Pippin and the
find
rest of the party! We're just trying to find you quickly!
We needed to let you know that the Omni Central Matrix has been stolen.
He sees you there, Senku, and she like snaps her fingers, and immediately you feel a weird sucking sensation as like suckers are pulled away from your scalp. Pippin,
Feel it.
the rapier pulls away. She's still got the tip. She's still very much got the tip, like, near you. Make me an insight check.
That's a 22.
Okay. Everyone can tell this. She has a pretty good idea you guys were under mental compulsion. She doesn't trust you 1 inch right now. Mira is usually a very calm and collected person. You can see her eyes go wide and she visibly shudders. She does not take the figure point away from Pippin's throat, though.
Pippin's gonna say it's at Zamansel's fortress, just off the coast of Necropolis, called Echoes Hill.
She looks at you, her eyes narrow, and says, "So you're gonna lead us into a trap? Is that your great scheme?"
No.
They did.
The I killed Nyx 4 times.
No, you just knocked him out.
Still.
As soon as you say that, Charlotte, you see her eyes just a very fleeting glance in your direction. She flicks the rapier an inch away from Pippin's throat, does a fancy flourish, and she...
Pippin's gonna like, even if I was under mind control, I don't have any spells left. I am pooped.
Mira smiles and says, "That's good enough for me. Welcome back."
I can absorb an element. Woo.
As she flourishes and sheathes it, and says, "Welcome back." She stands back. Nice, way to go embracing your lineage there.
I'll kind of bow and thank you for noticing.
Forgive me, you can see why I was... You can see why I was, defensive.
I mean, your enemy just scryed on you, so that's fair.
Mira looks and says, "That's why I said." Mira walks over to you and scratches the top of your heads. That's why I asked you to fill the seconds with words, because I doubt.
Senku looks up towards the sky scan to make sure what the letters do.
It's weird, Senku. It's this almost looks like a show of glory. It's like a display rather than an actual thing. Somebody is literally using a 7th or 8th level spell as a scare tactic.
Against who? Us? Them?
You have no idea.
Real quick comment, when she got the head pads from, now another person, she kind of just looked up and was had hope in her eyes. It's just like the whole world is opened up.
But you didn't just get head pats from another person, you got head pats from the Queen.
Yes.
She got
She's a
the
cat.
ultimate head scratches.
Yes, but remember, she's a cat. Therefore, she's above all.
She's like, I myself am a form of queen,
And then, Leafbug, you have a
I mean-
very strange sensation. You feel like Mira pulls her hand away, and then you feel a head pat.
Oh my goodness!
It's a little off-putting because it's also it's ever so slightly slimy, and it doesn't feel like anger.
Wait, is he like not in his human form?
Oh no!
He sounds like a good guy.
You look.
Yes,
you-
but
This is full-on mind flayer.
no, she hisses and immediately gets away. Like, she has been touched by something disgusting and she's not doing it. He's like to do laugh, guys!
I'm laughing out of character because this is freaking funny.
Rugby every now and then is warranted and required. Wing South looks at you. He bows ever so slightly, and he doesn't speak to you with a mouth. He speaks to you in your mind and says, "My apologies."
At this moment, now that she's kind of away from the thing that was touching her, she realizes what happened and is like, no, it's fine. He turns to act like it's okay. And then she did just do that, but you know.
He glides over just a little bit and actually pets you a little awkwardly with his hand.
Okay, that she kind of
No insight check needed. He was trying to be fun.
she just took it as happy that
You see in South then turn to Nestor, and very briefly his eyes roll into the back of his head, and his head shakes, so his head vibrates a little bit. His eyes return, and Minsouth's. He is suffering from a form of possession shock. He will recover in approximately an hour.
Explains why Ethan is
Parkinson Thun Deutscheba. Oh, sorry, I was just mimicking him. Oh wait, no, flying ducks and geese wings.
wait, there's someone new here and wasn't here for that. We gotta explain now. And I was like, wait.
Attila passed.
Right?
Yes, we know you're hungry. We'll get food later.
By the way, that was using like she said she's 53.
Yeah. I know what that thing's capable of.
Mira looks to you and says, "You have no idea what he's capable of, especially if he's gonna get, especially when he has his body. Fortunately, he doesn't have his."
Yeah, that's currently located on Mount Hockney.
I know. I was part of the group that killed him. Well, as much as
His soul was released to go back to the underworld, I think.
Mira turns Mira's face turns ashen. She slowly turns to you and says, "What did you just say?"
The person that was here said, "I release you from your service," and his words, a four-winged chicken flew out and flew away and was able to go back to his home.
This scientific guy called it, whatever it is, a four chicken.
Yes, he did.
It was definitely a four-winged bird creature with a spiky, stabby tail. And, yeah, he was given freedom to go do whatever he wanted.
In the underworld.
I'm guessing that's not good.
There is no spoon level, only breeding with chickens.
What? Somebody smack him.
This guy is
Yeah,
getting
my
on my
goodness.
nerves. I'm tired.
Four-winged chicken is something I'd expect from him.
I spent like so many days planning to foil you guys and destroy everything, and now I'm just exhausted.
Mira's like, well, the city itself is secure. If what you say is true, that's sound and fury signifying nothing. Bring him inside, take a rest, and then you need to be the advance guard going after the Omni-Essential Matrix.
As soon as we get some rest, I will be out there.
As will I.
Mira smiles and says,
Here.
I believe you. Now get him into a bed. Not
Let's.
his broken one.
Extra will just like pick up Stir.
All right.
Who says something weird again?
The ducks of Eastmarch are marching on the heavens.
Welcome to Escargot to go, the place to go when you want Escargot to go.
At least that one makes sense. But
It's
what's
like
escargot?
Ducks over duck droppings.
Does anybody know what escargot is?
I believe it is a type of food.
Snail or the other snail or the
I've never heard of it.
At least I hope it's.
You guys have it with no intelligence checks necessary. You have heard of escargot. It's supposedly a like delicacy reserved for elven royalty in the southern reaches of the Norlayan forest. That uses snail.
there you go.
Yeah,
It sounds unappetizing.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I'd rather have like venison or something.
Well, can't argue with that logic.
Indeed.
Speaking of, I'm all out of rations.
Mira looks at you as you're walking into the palace. I just prepared a feast for you guys last night. I'm not doing another one.
You guys had a feast? Where's the nearest tavern?
Oh, I got
Yeah,
plenty of.
First,
I got plenty of.
first I'm turned into a chicken, and then they're going into my head. And was it a chicken or a goose?
It was
Or
a
duck.
chicken.
No, it was a duck. It was a duck. I turned into a duck.
Got plenty of money. I used.
The original Angry Birds.
But this guy needs
I'm
to go to bed.
Going.
Yeah,
I'm a
let's
good
get
guy.
this one
I'm a good guy.
somewhere
now.
where he
I'm
can
a good guy now.
stop
Not
rambling
gonna chop off his head.
about ducks and duck droppings out of the sky.
Can I knock him out? Please, can I knock him out?
No.
I know.
Pippin.
Using
Like,
up all
can
my
we just
spells
film
gives
a
me a
gag
headache.
or
I'm sorry.
something?
Finally, I
She
guess
wouldn't,
we
I've
finally
never.
reached a room for Nestor.
I don't think I've ever used up every single spell slot I've had.
You guys do get a. You guys can get rooms in the. You guys can get rooms in the palace. Meals are provided to you. It's not a feast, but it is a. It is a meal fit for nobles.
Okay.
All 6 of you get. Well, all 5 of you get meals, and you guys, even though
Wait.
you just woke up, you guys got the crap eaten out of you. So you guys rest, intending to, only rest for an hour. You guys actually get a long rest.
Nice.
So
Everything's
How
back up.
yeah, you guys are fresh. You're fully healed.
I'm guessing we're all sleeping in separate rooms.
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Is the storm still out there?
No.
I got some meditating. I think Leafa also has to meditate in the mornings.
Leafa and Pippin, you do wake up to notice that there are guards stationed outside your rooms.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Just kind of shrug.
First I was
Understandable.
like,
Have a nice
oh, why? And then I was like, oh, right.
night. Yeah. Despite the fact that both Pippin and Leafa can just turn invisible and walk out of the room with her high stealth. Pippin can just turn invisible and then teleport out of the room or fly or stealth. But he's just going to chill and read his book and meditate and see if Wyatt's awake.
He is. Or it is, rather.
Who is Wyatt?
It's the Radiant Crystal.
Oh,
I don't know if anybody else knows his name, but Pippin does.
Nope.
Everybody's crystal has a name. Do you guys not know? Wait, we're not together, are we?
You're not together.
Okay, well, I can't.
No, I don't know its name.
How rude.
They're sentient creatures, my guys.
Either I didn't hear it or I don't know it.
I think
Or
I might
wasn't
have asked
told
it its
it.
name. I don't remember how. I don't remember how I found its name, but I got its name. So I'm gonna wake up. I'm doing a meditation. Leafa's gonna do hers and get her key back and stuff like that.
You do that. As you're, this isn't going to interfere with anything, but you hear actually, Pippin, odd or even?
Even.
Okay. Leafa, you were in the process of, you're just about to wrap up your meditation. You hear a knock on the door.
Hello?
You hear a muffled voice. May I come in?
Sure.
The door opens. Standing there, fully armored, sword on his back, is Nestor.
Hi.
He walks over and just you can see you can see that he is like gauging. You can see that he's like trying to read you a little bit, like he's making an insight check. Then he just says, "Screw it," and while you're sitting down, like kneels down and throws his arms around you.
Everybody's like, "Do I trust you?" I really don't, but YOLO.
I mean,
And with
it's
Leaf,
the same
it's
with
just-
any cat.
With
You
Leaf,
trust
it's
them and
just-
they scratch you.
yeah, it's like Senku says, "Yeah, I know she can kill me, but I also know that she won't."
He's like, "No, I know she could try. I know she could try to kill me, but
Nestor, after a few seconds, pulls away and says, "I am so sorry I couldn't help you."
It's okay.
No,
There
it's
was
not.
a lot going on. And
No, it's not. We should have been there. We should have known. You were right there fighting next to us, and then you were just gone.
you don't have to feel like that. I don't want anyone to feel bad. There's already been so much. And I'm glad to have you guys back. I feel like you guys are family. And I was separated from you, but now I don't know. So I don't want you to feel bad. I just want us to stay together. Always.
Aww.
Nestor stands up, wipes a few tears from his eyes, holds his arm down to help you up. Do you take it?
Yes.
Nestor like almost hoists you up, but not like aggressively. There's a that rouses them from sleep. There's guards that say, "Please follow us to the Queen's conference room."
Senku nods and says, "Right away."
Everyone takes the time to, get their armor on and all that, so everyone's fully equipped. Everyone gets there, and standing there are Leafa and Nestor looking over a map.
Huh?
Senku greets the two of them and says, "Hey, Nestor, nice to see you back to the land of the living and not talking gibberish."
Nestor's like, "I have no memory of this. I could see a whole lot as, a disembodied spirit. My magic, but it was being channeled by
Someone else.
Anyways,
And of course,
everybody is in basically Queen Mira's conference room off her throne. Pippin did get a summons.
Are they looking for something?
Everyone can make me an intelligence check.
That's a 16.
That's a 21.
21 is better.
see, Leafa got a 12 and Pippin got a, I think, 15?
17.
16.
Okay. Well, Leafa is the one character that doesn't get the intelligence check for this because she wasn't there for it, but it doesn't matter because everyone else passed. You recall meeting up with the Brailish army about a month ago. Now at this point, or maybe about 6 weeks ago at this